Hey folks, Joe Valley here from Quiet Light Brokerage. Thanks for joining us again for another episode of the Quiet Light Podcast. Today we've got Tomer David with us from Sourcing Monster. Tomer, he's got a lot of expertise in the Amazon space, but today we're going to talk about something that is a little bit futuristic. Maybe it's here in the present a little bit, but maybe a little bit more in the future. And it's all about the future of Walmart and Walmart WFS, which I don't know what it means yet. Tomer's going to talk about that. Before we jump in though, Tomer, welcome to the Quiet Light Podcast. Good to have you here.
Thank you for inviting me. I really appreciate it. And it's a pleasure.
Could you give the folks a little bit of background on yourself, who you are, that kind of thing?
Yep, sure. So I have two Amazon FBA brands. That's my main focus. That's what I like doing most of my day. I also have a YouTube channel called Sourcing Monster, and recently started getting into the logistics business, offering freight services to mainly sellers. Like you said, today we're going to talk about Walmart, but a little bit about myself. I'm in the e-commerce space for like 13 years now. I started with the family business. We were selling jewelry. I moved to this. So I started this when I was in Israel in the Diamond Exchange, and my brother was here in New York. Then moved to the US, to New York 8 years ago, to New Jersey. The factory was still on the 47 on the Diamond Exchange, Diamond District in New York. And slowly we were moving to New Jersey because it was online business. So we moved the operation. But the more I did it, I realized that it's very tough to manage a lot of people and factory and operations. And the model of Amazon FBA and the freedom that it allows you and the lifestyle really caught my eyes, and also the opportunity is bigger, I think. So the last 3 years, that's what I'm doing full time, Amazon FBA, and I really enjoy that.
But you got the hell out of the Northeast and you moved down south, right? Aren't you in Florida at the time?
Yeah. So I moved to Florida a year and a half ago, and it's really amazing, guys. I just told you before we started the recording that I was in a little mastermind, and we were outside in Fort Lauderdale, and it was like, I'm telling them, it's like January, December. Is that real? That this weather?
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool. I really love it here.
Yeah. Well, folks know, if they've listened enough, they know I'm from the Northeast. So when I say get the hell out of the Northeast, it's something I did myself. I love it. I still have family there. I'm from Maine originally, but we fled halfway down to Florida. Actually, we went all the way to Florida and then halfway back. We're halfbacks up here in North Carolina, just outside of Charlotte. All right, so let's just jump right into the subject at hand, Walmart. I think about one thing on Walmart. I'm so used to buying on Amazon. I don't shop anywhere else. I just go to Amazon because I'm an Amazon Prime member. What am I missing? Is something going to be happening in the next 2 to 5 years where Walmart's actually going to be a competitive player against Amazon, and people should start listing their products there as well?
Yeah. First of all, from buyer's perspective, they have the Walmart Plus, which is the equivalent of Prime. You pay $90 and you pretty much get everything next day. So okay. It's I'm pretty sure they're losing on with that, because sometimes the things that they send you like overnight that just don't make sense. So for example, I ordered 2 days ago like a 4-pack of Red Bull. And they just they actually had someone from the store deliver it to you. So I'm using it for some basic groceries. Like every week, one of the benefits that you get with Walmart Plus is that you get free deliveries. So that's really convenient. And I think that once people will get used to that, because they have the infrastructure for all these grocery stores, they have, I wrote here that they have 5,000 stores in the United States and almost 12,000 globally. So 5,000 stores, it's a big infrastructure that they can use for those grocery deliveries. And once people get used to it, get hooked with it, it will convert to more of the regular e-commerce purchases that, we see their growth. And I'm going to share numbers a little bit later. But, from buyers' perspective, you see more and more shoppers starting to look on other places other than Amazon. And I think the Walmart Plus, it's it's like a little soft cushion for people, because it's easy for them. They're used to the fast and quick speeds that Amazon provides, and by going to Walmart, they get kind of the same experience, just with better prices. So Currently, I'm selling pretty much all my catalog. Uh, just put it there by Walmart, and I started this 2.5 years ago. And at the beginning, maybe I would get like few sales a week, something like that. But you see that it's really increasing without really doing much more effort. Naturally, organically, we were started to see, especially last year when COVID hit, more and more sales. And we were like, must be something here. We want to explore. I want to explore it more and see what's going on here and how I can really utilize this and maybe potentially be one of the first ones there, because we know the power of the first one in the platform. I started 3 years ago, but I always was hearing this in my back of the head, like people saying, "Oh, 2015, 14, those crazy days of Amazon," and I was like, wasn't part of it, right? So,
Yeah.
I think that I have opportunity to be the first ones in really hit Walmart and be good at this and hopefully to dominate. So I started to explore this more, and they actually launched their WFS program, which you mentioned before, which is the equivalent for FBA. So it's Walmart Fulfillment Services, and I did a little research about it, and with the WFS, Walmart has more than 5,000 stores, like I said, in the United States, and 12,000 globally. These facilities also double as fulfillment centers to the WFS program. So
how does that compare to Amazon in the US? How many fulfillment centers do they have?
I think Amazon only have like 400, 500, no more than that for sure. Don't get me wrong. I don't have the exact details, but it's no more than 500 for sure. And like imagine the power that they have now.
10 times more, sure.
If Amazon have to, and you see it more and more, especially this holiday season, I don't know if you saw, but a lot of items you get it today. You had $2 more, you get it the same day or overnight, like 4 a.m., like weird hours, which is amazing, I think. But Walmart actually have better chance getting this, but much better. But once they actually master this, and I realized that when I actually was sending inventory to WFS, and they were telling me like the address was like 5 miles away from me, and I'm like, what? They want me to send it to like a store, to a Walmart store, and they're using those stores as fulfillment centers, and that's I think that would give them a really big edge over Amazon when they really want to compete with them hard. I think they're not yet there. They don't really clashing with them yet. But once they get it right, once they have their PPC platform and their sellers, it's called Seller Center, really strong enough, I think that they will go really all in for e-commerce. And then
let me ask you a question. With your, I often get the question from sellers, should I expand to Canada, right? They're working on, eventually exiting their business, and they're going to exit in 12 to 24 months. And like, should I put the effort into exiting to Canada? I mean, selling on Canada. And I think statistically, Amazon Canada is 10% of what the US is. And I say, well, I don't know. Where can you get the most bang for your buck? If I were to compare Amazon Canada to Walmart US, which one, in your opinion, in your experience, is going to generate more revenue?
I think that Walmart, but I have to say that it really depends what kind of items you sell.
Sure.
So we see that for the higher end, the more premium products, Amazon is still a much better choice. I heard it from a lot of people that say a little premium products around like $40, $50, or not really related to maybe the price point, but comparing to other products, they're a little more expensive. And those products on Walmart do not that great. So
is it because of the economic value of the Walmart shopper? It's just lower than somebody shopping on Amazon. They just don't have as much household income.
I guess the buyer personas there is income is less than what you see on Amazon.
Okay,
but so the number of Amazon Prime members actually that go and shop in physical Walmart stores, if I'm not wrong, it was like 60%. So those buyers that go and buy on Amazon and have Amazon Prime, maybe they don't shop on Walmart.com yet, but they do shop on Walmart stores. So maybe they don't do the groceries, but they use and they visit Walmart stores. So if Walmart will be smart enough, and I think that they know that, they will be able to really convert those people that shop in their stores into Walmart.com buyers. Now, to your question, whether you should expand to Canada or Walmart, I think that for me, it's easy, because to sell and export to a different country, to me, it's much more complicated than just selling in the same country, shipping from the same warehouse, and the speed and the execution, it's much smoother than expanding to other countries. But it might be just my experience, because I had bad experience with Europe. We couldn't really get a lot of inventory there this year and last year. The VAT and the rules, you have to adapt to all these things that are different from each country. So for me, I would, it will be easier for me to go to Walmart. I assume that, you went through the account approval process, which is not always smooth and easy. And you need actually another application to apply for WFS. So they're a little behind on that. And it's not that smooth, but I think it's worth the effort, especially when the potential, and if I look at the future, I think that it's going to be big. So, maybe
big compared to Amazon. So, 10% of Amazon in comparison, if somebody's selling
I think
a product
it's
that can
10%.
sell, you think Walmart, WFS will be bigger than Amazon? Is that what you just said?
In the long, I don't know if bigger, but it's going to take much bigger chunks than what they have now. So Amazon in 2021 sales were up to the third quarter, because fourth quarter results wasn't published yet. And we're talking about Walmart too. So they had 332 billion in revenue, and for the Amazon.com. And for Walmart was 43 billion. What I like to
when you say 43 billion, that's the online store, or
that's their online. For the whole, I think it was 570 or something like that. So
that's
the whole
still an enormous number. I never would have thought that that Walmart did 43 billion in online sales. That's pretty substantial.
Yeah, so that's really big growth. And if we do the math, so Amazon have
let me just I'm a math geek right now. So actually 332 billion for Amazon through Q3. It wasn't even Q4. So
without Q4,
so
same for Walmart. The same for Walmart, because the results, the 43 billion.
All right. So Walmart, and for that Amazon, is that worldwide or US?
No, Amazon.com.
Okay. So Walmart is already more than 10%.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
So when I say, all things being equal, and I know it matters depending upon the product, but all things being equal, it might make more sense to sell on Walmart than going to Canada for Amazon.ca, because Amazon.ca it's maybe 10% of Amazon.com, right? Maybe.
I don't know the exact numbers with Canada, so I can't really say, but I guess that it's less than 10%. Yes.
Okay. All right. So it just kind of makes sense. Plus, you're getting in early. And how's the growth of Walmart compared to the growth of Amazon in terms of the online stuff?
So I think it was like 50% year over year now for Walmart, which is not the case with Amazon, and that's why their stock is kind of plateau, because the growth is not like they used to be. But I don't have the exact numbers here. But what actually I do have. So it's 43 billion US dollars for 2021, an increase of over 70% in comparison to 2020 figure. And remember, 2020 was a COVID year. So that's really promising, knowing that they can actually, so basically they were able to convert those buyers and keep them in the platform and create new habits for people, or maybe shift old habits from people that were shopping in different places to shop on Walmart. We know that from eBay, that a lot of people moved from eBay to Walmart too. Now, obviously there's so much data. I can say one thing, but in reality, you get the different results. I really love testing things. And you should test it by yourself. You should start small. You should really put your catalog there, open an account, start with WFS, see it by yourself how it goes, and then double down, of course, when you start seeing results. but for us, it's definitely something that we will keep pushing more because it's relatively much easier than Amazon. They getting reviews and getting rankings. They don't have all these rules that Amazon have now. I don't know if you know about all these tactics that Amazon sellers is using and hacks to really get higher in search results.
Yeah.
But on Walmart, no one is really enforcing it. But on the other end, a few months ago, Amazon went really hard with a lot of Chinese sellers.
Yeah.
We all hear that. And they banned so many big Chinese sellers. And these sellers said, you know what? We're tired of Amazon and all these rules. We play black hat tactics. And they went straight to Walmart. And Walmart is approved sellers from like worldwide sellers. That's something new that happened this year. Before you would had to be in the US, based in the US with an LLC and all of that.
Yeah.
And now they're really allowing other sellers from countries like China to be there. And I guess they do it to get more variety of items. And
it's interesting. Yeah. I don't know if that's necessarily a good thing. Eventually Walmart will have to do what Amazon did, because I think what Amazon did was the right thing. I just pulled up the numbers, by the way. There was a 37% year over year growth for Amazon from 2019 to 2020. And 2020 was, I would think a very big year for online shopping. They did 386 million in that time period. So they're not growing as rapidly, as you say, as Walmart with that, 70% year over year growth. So it would make sense for people in the audience that are running Amazon stores and expanding, if they were going to pick one over the other, Walmart versus Amazon.ca. Kevin Sanderson may have, from Maximizing E-commerce, may have a different opinion on that, because Kevin specializes in helping people expand internationally. Got to get him back on the podcast to talk about that. But the difference that you're talking about is the future. So if we look at, the projected growth of Walmart.com, we're talking some pretty substantial numbers. Do you have data on Walmart.com's e-commerce revenue versus grocery revenue, or did you already give that to us?
Yeah, so I think so. Like I told you, it was 43 billion for the e-commerce. We're talking US, and I think overall it was 550 billion.
Okay,
so still very much smaller.
So the 43 billion is strictly e-commerce. It's not. Are you considering groceries sold online to be e-commerce in this situation, or?
This is a good question, because if groceries is part of this 43 billion, then it should be a big chunk. And I didn't consider or had this data in front of me.
Okay,
but cool. I wanted to mention another thing why sellers, or another opportunity for sellers that already sell on Amazon to really expand to Walmart. So like I said, it's relatively much easier to rank and be the first and build listing. We know all the power of being first, and you get the more reviews, you kind of dominate a niche that you enter into. And it's pretty much easier than Amazon, but we lack the tools. So Seller Center of Walmart is pretty glitchy. Their PPC platform lacks so many features, and again, it's so glitchy and things break, and you're very limited with what you can do. But I look at it as an opportunity. So sellers that are already doing good on Amazon, they can develop their own tools. Think out of the box, create customized tools that no one actually have, and be the first ones to really actually utilize all this traffic, and could really create massive revenues, I think, if they take this approach. And that's what I'm thinking of doing, creating customized tools with developers that will allow me to get things that I can get with the platform. Pretty much.
So the Helium 10 and Jungle Scout have not, developed this for Walmart already?
They just really, maybe 2 months ago, added some capabilities of doing some X-ray, which is giving you some revenues, but obviously it's not that accurate.
X-ray sounds like a Helium 10 thing, right?
Jungle Scout, I'm pretty sure that they don't have it yet.
Okay. Are there experts though? So there's a 687 million Amazon gurus. and I'm totally making that number up, so that if somebody's just starting out and needs help on Amazon, they could find somebody that's truly qualified, like yourself, right? That's what you do. You coach people that are just starting out on Amazon. Are there people that do the same, or do you do the same on the Walmart platform?
Yeah, so honestly, I less focus on really coaching people, but more on the side of really sharing my journey and my experience through my YouTube channel. So
Then
it's
that's
less like
sourcing monster, right?
yeah. So it's less like coaching one-on-one, but more share what I do, what I'm going through, and it really helps a lot of people, which I enjoy. And I was, the same I did with Walmart or everything that I do online. It could be Etsy, could be some other platforms, and I share it on YouTube. And I'm actually one of the first ones with the Walmart, to really share. So those videos are very popular, like how to create a shipping plan to WFS, like basic stuff on how it works, because there is no really other information about it.
So you're giving away all this, you're doing it, you're demonstrating how to do the things that people already know how to do, or there are lots of coaches for on the Amazon side, and you're doing it on YouTube channel, telling people how to, sell products on Amazon. Why are you doing that?
It's good question. And I just talked about it in this mastermind. So I do have a couple of good reasons. The first reason is that I'm not a native English speaker. And when I started the channel, I said it's an opportunity to improve my speaking skills. That was one goal of it, just to become more confident speaking, and improving my skills was one of my goals. Second goal is to create more connections and expand my network of people that I know. I thought to myself that when I come to someone, an expert in the space, when I started this, I wasn't really connected with a lot of people, but I knew the power of being with high successful people will lift me and get me closer to my goals. And I said to myself, one good way to do it, instead of just, I try to really DM people in the space, and I got ignored a lot of times. So I said, maybe by having a YouTube channel and inviting them to be a guest on the channel could make it easier. And that was true. I was able to interview a lot of leaders in this space and connect with them, and network with so many people. So that was, working amazingly for me. And I'm so glad
for those listening, Tomer and I had a long conversation about this. Podcasting is not a profitable venture in itself, but networking, it's immeasurable, the value you get from it. So what you're doing with the YouTube channel and interviewing people on the YouTube channel, similar to podcasting, the connections that you can make through doing those types of things, folks, is just invaluable. It's what we've done at Quiet Light since 2007, and done a much better job in the last 5 years. It's building relationships with people that have audiences that you want to reach, and vice versa. It's got to be a two-way street, not a one-way street. So that's it was a loaded question. I knew what the answer was when I asked you, why do you do that? It's brilliant. It's not only are you helping people, you're helping yourself, as you say, through a simple little thing like working on your speaking skills, and but you're also helping people understand how to do things, and you're showing them how to do things, asking nothing in return. And then you're having other experts on that can help build your business, and you can help build theirs as well. So good on you. I like it.
Yeah. I want to add one more thing that was my goal. And once you actually, talk about something, it forces you to really learn more and do more research about it. And it always keep you aware of things and trends. And that's another benefit that I, have by having a YouTube channel, because I'm very consistent. I didn't really miss 1 week of uploading like 3 videos for like 2 years, and sometimes 4 and 5. And I really enjoy with it. I think one good strength of mine is being consistent and looking long-term. And that's really my goal. Building something really 5 years from now will be one of the biggest and reliable, valuable resources for Amazon FBA or Walmart. I don't know what we're going to have in like 3 years. I also told you about, before we started, that I want to start a case study. I'm about to sell my main Amazon brand. And I want to start to focus on a new brand. So I want to take it from 0 to a 7-figure to 1 million in 1 year, and really show how I set goals, how I break it down into an action plan, how I deal with inventory supply chain issues, cash flow, really make it real so people can really see that it's real. A lot of time they see 7 or 8 figure sellers, but they don't really have the trust that they can do it themselves. So maybe creating something like, I mean, it's a big challenge. I might fail and, but I can take the risk, I think the reward here by helping more people and proving myself that it's possible, it's really amazing. So that's just adding about that.
I think it's a great idea. All of it is interesting. I love the fact that you're sharing your story. I love the idea of the Walmart. Pay attention to it, folks. And eventually there's going to be, a missed opportunity there, right? I hear the same thing, I was on Amazon back in 2012. I tried it, it failed. Man, I really should have paid attention because now it's so hard to rank. Same thing's probably going to happen with Walmart as well. And eventually there will be some real talented people that are going to be able to help you, with your Walmart listings. For now, there's a real talented one on this call, and that's Tomer David, and you can be found where? How do people reach you, Tomer?
So through the YouTube channel, it's called again Sourcing Monster, or they can go to the website. It's sourcing-monster.com. Very responsive to anyone and available. So, any question, would love to help and share from my knowledge. I'm not really pretending to know everything or be the best, just sharing what works for me. And I really love experimenting, love trying different things and really being open. And I think that's the only way to grow and just, be the best at what you do.
Well, I think it's fantastic. Thanks for your time today. I appreciate you sharing all this information and look forward to seeing Walmart grow and looking back and going, Tomer said it was true. He predicted it.
Thank you very much. And hope to see you in one of the events this year.
Absolutely. We'll talk to you soon.